Hello YouTube, I'm gonna do a quick tune in to see if there's any spirit communicators that want to deliver any messages today. So give me a moment to tune in and let's see what comes through. I have a man here, a fairly young man. Yeah, I want to say like middle-aged, but there's a hippie kind of young kind of mindset that he has. He's got kind of shaggy kind of hair and just somewhat of a hippie type of vibe. Like I get the feeling of someone who, doesn't really, it's just kind of a cool, kind of easygoing type of vibe to him. And physically seems like fairly thin. And I also get the sense that he is been through some stuff, even though he looks like maybe he's in his 40s, around, I want to say close to like early 40s, but has been through a lot, which seems to have aged him. I get father. Either he is a father or this is to a father. I feel like he is a father. He is a father that passed young, fairly young. I think he is showing me that the age when he passed, like in his early 40s. He is Caucasian and wore a mustache that seemed, his hair seemed slightly unkept, but in a manner like that was kind of his vibe, was that kind of hippie, kind of unkept look. And he seems to be telling me that he's trying to speak to me like with his hands. So he is one that was animated in that way. He tend to speak with his hands. He may be telling me something about his passing. Like he's showing me that he was very thin. Like he was already probably a thin person, but then when it came nearing his death time, he even got thinner. And the word disconnect, so there's something about a disconnection. Seemed to be like maybe a disconnection with his body. Maybe something about when he was leaving his body. Yeah, when it was leaving his body, that was, there's a disconnect from the body. And it's almost like his body was becoming a place that he couldn't really inhabit anymore. There were lots of friends. I see yellow, and to me indicates friendship. So a lot of friends seem to be surrounding him as he was closer to passing. So he's trying to indicate something that he did here while he was here. The cuffing up of a shirt. It seems military to me, like blue collar worker kind of I don't want to get my own mind involved in that, but something like military-ish. The color of the shirt is kind of a khaki beige color. And there's some kind of a pleat in it. That's why I was thinking it's military related. There's also this idea of rolling up your sleeves, like to get some work done, to it's time to get to work. Like he had a good work ethic, and it seemed like he expected that out of the people in his life. Maybe of his children, expected good work ethic out of his children. Or they have good work ethic. So he seems to be taking me back, almost like he's stepping back, but to show me something. It feels like he's implying that he's on the other side with somebody, making it known that he's not there alone. He hadn't crossed over to just meet just be over there himself. He's crossed over and he's met with somebody that's already over there, which seems like a message here to whoever this is for, that he's there with other loved ones. And they're, taking care of each other. There's some emotion here surrounding that. And he's showing me like lacing up his boots. Again, I have this feeling of like work, like going to work, and this work ethic seems to be important for him. And I'm asking if there's a name, either if he can give me his name or the name of the person he wants to get the communication to. I don't quite have a name, but it has something to do with a checker, like a checkerboard or some kind of checker pattern, if that makes sense. Maybe like a checkerboard pattern. There's something, and there's some kind of favorite, like a fruit or I almost feel like this is some kind of tropical fruit that he's showing me. Like that was something that was shared at some point with whoever this message is for. It looks to me like a guava. And indicating either he is from somewhere that was tropical, or this is like a memory that was shared of a visit to somewhere tropical, maybe a vacation somewhere tropical. But I kind of get the sense that maybe he lived somewhere tropical. I'd like to get a name, some attempt at a name. Again, names are kind of hit and miss, but like a Byron or Barry, Baron, something like that. And that may be his name, but the message is for a woman. And the name Christy or Kirsty came in, but that doesn't necessarily feel like exactly the right name. It's more very feminine. I mean, all women's names are feminine, but it seemed like there's something about it, something endearing about how he feels about her name. He really has this hippie type, kind of easygoing, but not to the point of, not lazy in any way, but still has this work ethic, but he just kind of really has also this kind of hippie vibe. Yeah, and like throughout this, he's kind of he's shown me this green, kind of this khaki colored green shirt that he wears. Seems like a favorite shirt. All right, let's see if he's got a message to share here, why he came through now. Yeah, this feels like this message is for this, like friend. Yeah, like for a friend that was a female that is here, like, and something about left behind. like shoes left behind when he passed. Smell perfume. I smell a perfume or a cologne here. Idea of sweetness. Like there is something special about this relationship. Like the relationship, at least to him, he wants to use that word, very sweet. It has a feel of being a very genuine, sweet relationship that had some depth to it. Like just authentically sweet and loving. Like there's, I feel like this is love, and somebody misses something. Even though he's passed, there's something about missing. And I feel like it's on his side of things. I don't necessarily, I feel like almost like he misses something. Or missed something. Missed saying something to somebody, maybe before he passed, or maybe something missing. And my question to him is, can whatever this is be found? And he kind of says that, he kind of mirrored it back and said, that is the question. Can it be found? So whoever this person is, maybe it's a Kirsty or a Christy, he is saying how he seems to communicate to you, to her, like telepathically, like he's around and does communicate in ways like in the ways that he can communicate, finding a feather on the ground or something that would be of common knowledge between the two of them. Like he sends reminders of things, reminders of himself. And I think she receives it. She'll receive it and doesn't dismiss. So that makes that communication that much stronger, because she doesn't dismiss it. So he's showing me like a triangle, and I feel like it's a triangle of like relationship. It seems to be pointing in a direction. So I feel like he's saying, it's not really triangulation. It's more of like the person who's left behind here finding somebody new that is authentic. And like his message is like pointing her in that direction of finding somebody new. And I really have to feel like he wants that to happen for this person. He wants her to move on, or she has already moved on, and he's very accepting and like sending love for that, sending love to that. I feel like whoever this person is, didn't want to move on out of guilt. That's kind of how it feels, is that she felt guilty for moving on, and he really is kind of telling her that there's no reason for that, that she's here and on the earth and can find another partner, or has found another partner, and he's very supportive of that, and there doesn't need to be any guilt involved in that. It's kind of a beautiful message. I think I will leave you with that. Okay, well, thank you for listening, and thank you to Spirit always, and maybe this will find the person it is meant for. Okay, bye.